What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan and I'm BManX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have a movie review for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 by Marvel Studios. I went and saw this movie on Tuesday. The whole family went almost. My son, we tried to take him again. Probably not the best idea. Mario worked. This really did not. But we all had fun. It was very funny. It was a great movie. As a superhero movie and an entry into the Guardians of the Galaxy, I think it was very well done using aspects like flashbacks of Rocket Raccoon's life was just one of the best parts of the movie. And the performances by Chris Pratt, Karen Gillian, Zoe Saldana, really top notch. And Drax and Mantis, what can you say about them? But it was really funny, really good, well done. The music was amazing. One of the things I look forward to about these movies is the music. I actually have the first two on vinyl, and I have purchased the third one, so I'll be showing that off when I get it in. It was as a superhero movie, it was probably one of the best I've seen in since Spider-Man No Way Home. Marvel's been lacking lately, too much agenda and political messaging over storytelling, and this was good storytelling in that. I think, though, this movie is not going to make money unless it gets good word of mouth, which I'm hoping it is. And one of the reasons I want to do this video is because I hope it gets good word of mouth and that my opinion carries, a tiny bit of weight. And that way, get the word out there that this is a movie worth seeing. Even if, a lot of, like I said, political messaging and propaganda has gone into previous movies, which has turned a lot of people away from Marvel. And I know it has. And I'm glad that this movie was not that focused on that. So it was really great because it kind of rounds out the trilogy. I don't know if this is going to be the last Guardians movie. It could very well be. Like I said, if it doesn't make money, that might be the last Guardians of the Galaxy for a while. But I would love to see another one. We're going to get into spoiler territory here, so if you haven't seen the movie, like I said, I would recommend seeing it. I enjoyed it immensely. I don't know if I'll see it again in theaters, but I definitely will be picking it up and watching it again in the future sometime on my own TV. So yeah, without further ado, we'll get into some spoilers, kind of break down the movie quickly and tell you what I thought about it. So we get into the movie with the Guardians having their headquarters at Nowhere, which if you watched the Christmas special, which I actually haven't, you would know that they kind of took over Nowhere basically. And so they're there. Everyone's kind of in a bit of a rut. Star-Lord is depressed and sad due to the death of Gamora in the Infinity War saga, and having the new Gamora be not the same person that he fell in love with, and you have the other Guardians kind of trying to deal with that, that their leader is kind of in that loss. Quickly things change. We have Adam Warlock attack the Guardians and fatally wound Rocket. They try to heal him, but find out that he has proprietary technology inside of him that means that they're going to have to, in order to heal him, they're going to have to find a kill switch code to shut off that technology, basically. And all while this is happening, they're going on a journey to find this code. We learn about the High Evolutionary, which is the bad guy for this movie, and well done to the actor who played him. I do not know how to pronounce his name. I would just butcher it if I tried. He did a very, very good job. Just terrific. He actually felt like a real bad guy. They weren't trying to make you like sympathize or relate to him. He was just a bad guy. He just was not a nice guy, and that's kind of a good thing because there is evil in this world, and I think trying to make it relatable is you can relate to a bad guy. That doesn't make what they're doing any less wrong, right? So I did like the fact that the bad guy felt like a bad guy, felt like a villain, and that was important for this movie. Like I said, the flashbacks were very well done. It was probably one of the best parts of the movie, seeing Rocket's early life and what led him to become the way he was. The Guardians going on, adventure after adventure, trying to find this code, going to a corporation that was like basically like a holding corporation or a dummy corporation for the High Evolutionary, getting to see Nathan Fillion in a cameo role. So that was really cool. And then going further, going to Counter Earth, a planet with a perfect species according to the High Evolutionary. At least when he made them, he thought it was going to be that way, but it wasn't. Getting to see, him destroy the entire population because, he'll just start again, right? And he said, has one of the best lines in the movie is, God wasn't here, so I stepped in, right? Just the narcissism of his character and the perfect, I am God. I can create and destroy what I want to because, if I created you, I deserve to be able to destroy you. So it was a very, like I said, narcissistic personality, which is kind of what you usually expect from the villain. We have, them, Peter and Groot getting the code, saving Rocket, but then having to save Nebula, Mantis, and Drax, who are aboard the High Evolutionary's ship. There's kids there, there's animals, they try to save all that stuff. You have a big battle where Nowhere comes in and uses it as a cannon to just shoot a hole in the High Evolutionary ship. You have the Guardians going through a hallway, all together fighting and just kicking ass. And the music is just, again, very well done. It's one of the best parts of the movie. It's just listening to all that, that older music kind of just revamped and, and I'm excited to have the vinyl. So, that's really cool too. So, and then you have kind of, resolutions at the end. The High Evolutionary, he's defeated and then left on his ship, which blows up. At certain points, I did think that one of the Guardians was going to die. I thought it would be Drax or Mantis. And then they kind of made you think that Peter was going to die. And Adam Warlock, who is kind of redeemed and given a second chance by the Guardians, comes out of nowhere and, saves the day, saves Peter. And then it kind of culminates with the end where they all go their separate ways. Gamora goes back to the Ravager party led by Sylvester Stallone's character. I believe it's Starhawk, somebody said. I'm not 100% sure. So, yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that. But anyway, she goes back to there, but then she kind of has gained that thing that she lost from the old Gamora. She says in the movie, I'm not her and stuff like that. Because Peter is, they meet up with Gamora and she's trying to, remind her, tell her about how they were a family and stuff like that and how they felt. And she kind of says, I'm not her, basically. And by the end of the movie, you get a sense that, yeah, you're not the same person, but you are in a sense, right? So she kind of has that, that she'll always be a part of the Guardians, even if she doesn't want to accept it right now. You have Nebula, who has taken on this role of leadership as the leadership of Nowhere, and then Drax is basically taking on the role that he was always meant to do, which was fatherhood, taking care of all the kids that they brought back. Mantis is going her own way because she feels like she needs to go out on her own, strike it out on her own, and kind of figure out who she is as a person. I don't remember the guy's name who took over Yondu's ability, but the whole movie he was trying to learn how to use the flying arrow, and by the end of it, he kind of does to save the day. And then you have Rocket and Peter and their friendship, and Peter decides that he needs to go home and get some closure to see if his grandfather's still alive, and really reconnect with his roots. And he leaves Rocket in charge of the Guardians, saying that you're going to be a better leader than I ever was. And so Rocket forms a new Guardians with different characters like Adam Warlock and the guy with the arrow. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. And Groot. Groot looks kind of funny. He looks way different. Like now that they've kind of got to adult Groot, he looks a lot different than the original adult Groot that we met. And I don't know if he ever makes it back to that kind of same form that we saw him in movie one. But at the end of the movie, they have a kind of little surprise of him being just super huge. And it's just hilarious. It's just like he just looks like a monster. So it's just kind of funny. The evolutionary changes of Groot have always been a cool thing. This movie is full of fun, full of laughter, full of great music. And, you know, it's got a good storyline. It's a solid movie. And like I said, I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will too. You know, tell me what you guys think. Do you like when we do reviews on the channel? Do you think it's worthwhile? Do you to know what's going on and what's worthwhile seeing or picking up even when it comes out? And like I said, you know, if you haven't seen the movie and you did watch all the way through, go check it out. I mean, I tried to be as vague with the spoilers as I could, just giving you basic snippets of what was going on. I thought that everything was, like I said, just really well done, and I enjoyed it immensely. And it looks like that's all the time we have for this video. If you enjoyed today's content, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. That's all for now, folks.